Hello, and welcome to the Notary Life with Kimmi Podcast. I am also one of the trainers with Notary Educators, which includes myself, Kimberly Nunnally, Angela Johnson, and Alexis Franklin. We each own our own very successful notary businesses and teach notaries in all 50 states to be great and grow their own business. We will discuss general notary work, apostilles, ink fingerprinting, and the duties of a notary signing agent, and much, much more. For all of your notary needs, please visit notaryeducatorsllc.com. We hope you enjoy the show, and we wish you much success. Hello, and welcome to Notary Life with Kimmi. I am Kimmi, and I'm here with Alexis. I'll let her introduce herself. I am one of the trainers at Notary Educators. Also, you guys know me here on my YouTube channel. I have my own notary business, None Better Mobile Notary, as well as YouTube. Oh, let me cut that down, y'all. As well as YouTube, and again, our notary training company. So that's me in a nutshell. If you have not met me before, and I train and we train notaries in all 50 states, just about all things notary. You can find us over at notaryeducatorsllc.com, and we just going to say welcome and let YouTube notify a few people. Welcome to those of you who are joining us and those on the replay. Alexis, who are you?
Hello, everybody. It's Alexis, Mobile Notary Services by Alexis. I'm one of the trainers here at Notary Educators. I do it all, and I am happy to be here tonight. How are you all doing?
Welcome. We hope you had a great day today. And those who will also be hearing this on our podcast. Notary Educators has a podcast now, just in case you had not heard. Let me pull the camera a little bit closer. Yeah, our podcast is doing amazing. So if you have not checked it out, go over there. We have all the not all the videos yet, but we put out 2 per week on the podcast. And they are actually doing amazing over there, the podcast. People are really enjoying listening because sometimes you're not able to watch. So however you catch us, we are there on all major platforms. Hey, Miriam in New Jersey, what's going on? And Nadimar Castro from Florida, what's up? Hey, Michelle. Sasha, what's going on with you? Sasha Hill and Chantel. Oh, did it say 7:30? Girl, let me look at the email. I think I said 7 o'clock. Didn't I say 7? Oh my God, I did put 7:30.
Oh,
I put 7 in one space and 7:30 in the other. I sure did. In the headline, I put 7:30. Guys, I have so many numbers going around in my brain. Oh, thank you, Chantel. Well, we're going to go ahead and get started. Oh, I feel bad now because we ain't going to come back at 7:30. We're going to go ahead and do this. Yeah, because I put 7 in one spot and 7:30 in the other. I'm so sorry about that. Well, guys, I am human. I do apologize. And we'll probably be here for a moment, so no worries. If you do have to skedaddle or whatever, it's okay. Oh, Chantel, thank you, girl, because I sure did make that mistake. Hey, Marjorie, how are you, Miss Marjorie? Good to see you here. And all of those that will be joining us later, at 7:30. Miss Sasha Hale says they're doing fine. Great. So let's get started anyway, talking about why this topic came up again. Because we talk about it kind of often, and I do have a full video on EIN and a full video on LLC. But now we're going to actually deep dive with your questions and everything. Okay, so the topic tonight is it really necessary to have your EIN number and your LLC to start your business? That's the topic. This came about, short version, because a couple of times now, people have reached out, and last night in the comments, somebody said, well, I respectfully disagree with me, Kimmi, about not needing your EIN to start your business. So I want to talk about it from the pros and the cons of having the EIN, okay? And then someone else one time, they actually told me they felt it was irresponsible for me to say you didn't need your EIN to start your business. So people have the right to their opinion, just like I have the right to mine. I never said don't get your EIN. I just said it's not necessary to start your business. Now, I started my story, short version is I did not have my EIN, LLC, and all of those different things until about 4 months after starting my business, because I wasn't even sure I was going to do this business. When I started the business, my brother asked me, he said, "Hey, Kim, what's your goal for the business?" I said, "Oh, I like to stamp one paper per day," because I was just trying to get a little money to kind of compensate. Like most of you say, I'm going to start it as a side hustle. I just wanted to make a little money to offset the money that I wasn't making at my hospital job because I was, because of COVID. My hospital job just kind of let me go. They didn't fire me or anything. They just wasn't calling me because patients wasn't even coming to the hospital. Everything was shut down. Never in history has that happened. So anyway, when that happened, I started my business because you guys know I was with my sister, and that's how I learned about it. She was ill, and her friend, I learned about the business from her, and she was like, "I'm doing notary." So came home, did a little research. I was like, "Oh, this is a thing." So I started my business that way, and I didn't have my EIN number when I first started. Now, did you have yours, Alexis, when you first started your EIN for your notary business?
No, I did not.
You did not. Now, how long did it take you before you actually got your EIN number and all that?
It took me a while, like a really long time, because I wasn't doing it. The first maybe like 6 months, maybe.
So about 6 months. For those of you that are here with us, can you put a 1 in the chat if you do have your EIN and your LLC, and a 2 if you have nothing, if you don't have anything yet? I'm just curious, how many of you actually do have your EIN numbers and your LLC? Your LLC would be your designation of your company. So Queen Diva says she doesn't have anything yet. Anybody, any other takers? I sure hate I put 7:30. So Nadamir says she has, and Miss Marjorie, Isaac, they all have their EIN and LLC. Okay, very good, very good. So let's talk about, and then Michelle says she just has her EIN number. Okay, very good. So let's talk about the pros first, and then we're going to talk about some of the cons, and then we're going to, kind of hash this out together. So feel free. Monica says she has both also. So some of the things that I researched as far as having your EIN, and let's start with this. So it does help you to have a separate legal entity. Okay, Rachelle says she has her EIN, but no LLC. So it does help you to have, separate legal entity. To get your EIN number from the government is completely free. There are websites that will charge you to get your EIN number. But I must say, and I'm going to say it 2 times, do not pay anybody to help you get your EIN number. It is completely free. What is an EIN number for those of you who may not even know? An EIN number is your employer identification number. And it's just like your social security number, but it's for your business. It identifies your business, okay? So it does separate you from your personal things, your assets, like getting sued and stuff like that, if you have an LLC. Now, I'm not an attorney, so I'm not going to get into all of the specifics, right? But if you have what's called a sole proprietorship, that's you as the only person in your business. You don't have any partners or anything like that. You are the it, okay? If someone wanted to try to sue you, then they'll sue your personal everything. But with the LLC, they're going to go through Susie's Mobile Notary Service, LLC, limited liability company, and sue that versus suing you personally. Now, I don't put a lot of stock in anything. So if they really want to get you, they probably can come after everything. Now, I'm not a lawyer again, so I don't know that to be factual. Alexis, did you want to add anything to that one point about that having the LLC does separate your liability from your personal and your business? So it is recommended. What's your thoughts?
I mean, you pretty much laid it out. The sole proprietorship, you and your business are one. You're connected. You are the business. So if something, ever happened, especially in this line of business in particular, they could come after you and your personal belongings and property and stuff like that. So limited liability, like she said, two separate entities. So, like, I'm with you though. They might be able to come after.
Yeah, it's always a workaround if they really want to get you. That's why I always believe in knowing your job and knowing how to stamp that paper. Because if you mess up something, they might try to come and get your baby too. Okay, so let's just know what we're doing before we get any of this. That's why I'm big on just pump the brakes before you try to be a corporation and all that and be a notary. Okay, but that's just my opinion, as I stated in the beginning. So let's keep going. What goes into the EIN? So the EIN number, as I already stated, is completely free, guys. But what people don't talk about is when you get the EIN number, now you also need to have a business name. You need to have your business bank account, because if you're using that EIN number to apply with signing services, they're going to be writing checks out to Joe's Mobile Notary Service and not Joe Smith. Now, sometimes your bank won't have a problem with you depositing one into the other. But normally, once they make that check out to that LLC, and I venture to say, because I used to work at the bank, it's very hard to break that, to get them to deposit your business check into your personal account. So yes, the EIN number is free, but what else goes along with that? You have to have the whole package. The whole package will be your bank account. You have to reserve a name with the state you live in. You have additional fees that you have to pay. So I took the liberty, guys, really quick, and I'm going to give you some numbers. So when you establish your LLC, we already know the EIN is free. So everybody say, go get your EIN. Go ahead and get it. I'm not against it. That's why I would say this is your business. You get to run it how you want. But I want you to have a full business, a full complete business. So let's talk about it. So in the state of Alabama, the filing fee for an LLC is $200. And then annually, you have to pay $100. Alaska is $250. Arizona is $50. Just giving you some numbers here. Colorado looks like it's saying $50. This might be old too, so I'm just giving it. Georgia's $100, and then $50 annually. You got to keep these fees up too, because they will shut it down, and then you have to pay more fees. So I let my LLC elapse, not unbeknownst to me, and it cost me $325 to get that puppy reinstated, and that was my main business, my mobile notary business. So I had to get it reinstated. So that's why I said it's not cheap. So one thing leads to another. So everybody's like, EIN, EIN, EIN. Yeah, you can get your EIN, but you also need to think about all these other pieces that go with it. Maine is $175 with an annual fee. Minnesota is $155 to get an LLC. Nevada is $425. And again, I'm not sure when the writing of this is, but $350 annual fee to maintain your LLC. So LLCs are not free, guys. They don't just hand those out. Now you're saying you're going to be a corporation. Looks like Tennessee says $300. And then you pay annually to maintain it. Okay, so then you have to have money to put in your bank account, your business bank account. They don't just open those with zero. Okay, so you have to have all of this together. And again, a lot of people say, well, you need to get business credit. That's why you need this EIN. You need an EIN for business credit. I don't even recommend you go out and start getting business credit. You don't have no business. So people say, well, I need Kimmi, I got to get a printer. So now I need business credit so I can go get my printer. I need to open up a Office Depot account and buy ink pens so I can get business credit. This is not about business credit tonight. But do you really need all this business credit and you haven't even learned how to stamp a paper yet? Do you really need all this business credit and you don't have a business? You got $10,000 worth of business credit that you built under the pretense of I need business credit, and you have not stamped one paper, don't have one client. Okay. Natural Jesse says $500 annual fee, $200 for LLC in New York. I appreciate that. So what I'm saying, guys, is yes, the EIN number is free. It is free. And you may not want to use your social. So what I do for my social, when it comes to it, if you decide you don't want your LLC, because I have two right now that I'm in a process that I have to get ready to close with the state of Georgia. So I don't have these additional fees. I'm getting ready to close them out. I have two that I'm in the process of closing. But so if you decide you don't want it, now you got to close it out. Nothing is just as ever easy as it seems. It's never just as easy. Did you want to add anything, Alexis?
No.
Alexis?
Can you hear me?
No, I didn't hear you say anything.
Oh, I said no.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so this EIN thing, guys, like I said, I get a lot of slack about it, but you're so welcome, Jeanette. You're so welcome. So yeah, get your EIN once you decide that, yes, I'm going to do this business. I even tell you to get your EIN number in my book, Start Your Notary Business, how to start it. I got one for all 50 states. If you're not looking, New York, Florida, Virginia, Texas, California, Indiana, they all say get your EIN. Every book I've written says that. But I really want you just to think about it before you just start hopping out there, getting all this stuff, business credit. Everybody telling you to get business credit. And then, like I said, you don't have no business. I want you to be successful. So I believe, as I always say, we're building slow-cooked Sunday dinners around here. We ain't doing firecracker, instant microwave ramen noodles in a bowl, or you know what I'm saying? We doing roast pork, slowly cooked, mashed potatoes, gravy, cornbread. You know what I'm saying? We're taking our time around here. That's how you're going to be successful. That's how you're going to be in it for the long term. You start popping off, getting all this stuff, you're going to get discouraged that first time that credit card bill hit and you got a $500, I got to build my business credit, and you don't have no business to pay that bill, okay? And most of the time, they'll tell you with business credit, well, you're going to build it under your EIN. It won't even be under your social. So in case you fold or go bankrupt, it won't fall on you. Most business credit cards and stuff, they really want you. You can get those little ones buying ink pens and all that kind of stuff, but they usually want your social security number. Why? Because they already know that business 9 out of 10 times is not going to work. So now they want your social security number so that they can come after that. Okay, so let's just be clear. Everything that's signed, guys, is not gold. We do stuff a little old-fashioned over here sometimes in Notary Educators. I'll be the first to say Alexis is our youngest member on our team. That's what somebody said. That's where I'm paying back. Yeah, you got to be careful. You get all this business credit. It ain't pretty. How many of you have business credit? Let me know. Put a 1 if you do have business credit. I'm just curious. Do you have business credit? Put a 1.
Your notary business.
For your notary business. Do you have business credit for your notary business? Let me know. And you think about your true expenses for being a notary. Again, I don't see where you need all this credit. I just don't. And I don't tell you guys to do something I don't do. So 1, Michelle has business credit. Okay, for her notary business. Anybody else have business credit? Confession is good for your soul. Let's talk about it. Do you have it? Well, we don't talk that much about business credit because that's a whole nother conversation. Angela's supposed to join us, but she's stuck. Isaac has business credit for his notary business. Do you find that you even need this business credit for your notary business? Michelle said no business. No business. Right. So, you know what I'm saying? No. Rochelle says no. Yeah. So I really want you guys to think about all the different things that we talked about today. As far as this EIN is concerned, get your EIN if you want to, but be prepared when you start passing it out. Now you are a full-blown business. Are you going to be able to cash checks? And what I was getting ready to tell you, what I do for my personal self, for my business, no, only a work notary at the moment. Okay. And Isaac says he doesn't even use it. Yeah, so I don't recommend it right now. I just don't. So what I was going to say, what I do personally, though, and put your questions if you have any in the chat. We're going to go ahead and start taking your questions. Because I had a whole lot more to talk about the EIN and LLC and all that, but I think I'm pretty clear. And I don't think we need to beat a dead horse. But what I do for my personal business is my credit is blocked. My credit is blocked. It's frozen. It is frozen on all 3: Equifax, Experian, and what's the other one? TransUnion. It is blocked. It's frozen. Okay, so if somebody does try to do anything, it's a whole thing they got to go through. Okay, and I've been doing that for years. I also blocked and froze my parents whom I've lost. I blocked their credit. So yeah, all that's done. You can't use nothing. You could try if you want to. It'll be more work. But yeah, so that's how I get around that. But now I do have my EIN. Like I said, I got it about 4 months after starting. And, so I use my EIN number. I have more than one EIN number, actually, because you can get them a dime a dozen. One time I opened it, I had spelled the account, the name wrong, or changed the name. I think I changed it. Anyway, so I had one EIN, then turned right around 5 minutes later and got another one. So you can get an EIN, y'all. It ain't a problem. How do you block your credit? You can do it very easily with a phone call. Normally now, when you do one, it'll ask you, would you like to do all three? And it's been a moment since I did that. And if you are in the process of buying a car, if you're in the process of trying to get credit for some reason, I wouldn't suggest you block it, because you do have to thaw it out. You can do it for a few days. You can do it for a week. Now you won't hear people talking about blocking credit. Only thing you're going to hear people on YouTube talking about is getting credit. So I did the whole credit thing, guys, since I was 18. My mom took me to get my first purchase. I'll never forget it. It was a Wittenauer watch. They don't even make Wittenauer, still might be around. I don't know. But it had 4 diamonds in it. I still have the watch. That was my first credit card purchase. And my mom was like, you got to have credit. And I had a car payment from the time I was 18 until my 40s. Okay. Car payments will make you broke. That's a whole nother topic. The car payments, renting cars. I hear people renting cars to go do notary jobs. No, people, we are not renting cars to go do notary jobs. Not, I mean, for a day or something, but for a month in, month out, that's not how you become profitable. Even as a person, let alone as a business, we got to start making business decisions. You guys know I've been live 3 days straight now. The last few days, I've been telling you guys about my tax issues. And I have learned, okay, I know about credit. I used to work at the bank for 20 years. So I know all about credit. They used to want me to sell credit to teenagers and seniors and all that kind of stuff. And I got to a point where I was like, you know what? I don't feel comfortable doing that, because I'm not living that life anymore. But I'm going to tell somebody, even then, to do something that I don't do. Okay. So what questions do you all have for us? We can talk about the EIN number for a moment. I will stay on a few minutes extra. We can, because I put 7:30. I'm so sorry. You're going to have to go back and watch this. But let me ask this before we move on, or while we take your questions about EIN and LLC and stuff. Was I clear to everyone as to why I say what I say about the EIN and LLC? Let me know.
I had to check and see if it was my phone. I don't know what's going on with the audio on your end. It's on the Facebook too.
Okay, it looks like everything's going well on my side. You saying it's choppy? I just read your note.
Yeah, it's like sped up.
Oh, I hope it's not. Okay. Well, let's ask the people. Guys, can you hear me? Oh, Notary Down South said email said 7:30. I know. I put 7 in one spot and 7:30 in another, girl. I am so sorry. So sorry.
You can do something with your audio.
Is it a problem, guys? So Jeanette says it's breaking up. I just told my husband that we might have to get Comcast business internet. I'm going to see if that makes a difference. Yeah, I'm thinking about that, because I only pay $50 a month. So I don't know if that's a cheap plan or do I need to upgrade. So I'm definitely going to look into that tomorrow. So bear with me today. Oh, they said it is choppy. Oh, I don't know why. Let me try to get on my hotspot. Let me try that. So what questions do you all have for us tonight about either EIN, LLC? Now I saw something happen. That's because I put us on a hotspot.
Oh, okay, I thought it was.
Hopefully, no, that was the hotspot. I'm hoping it's better. And tomorrow I'm going to find out about getting Comcast business. I'm going to have to pay more money for that. And see, you got to look at all those expenses, when I get ready to increase that. But it's a write-off, and I do need it for my business. Somebody's saying, yep, you have to have a business before you can be a business. Oh, Rachel.
I like that.
Hey, girl. Preach, Rachel. You have to have a business before you can be a business. Still choppy. Okay, I'm hope that was at 725, so I'm hoping that will pass. Sometimes it doesn't pay to be cheap, Miss Lady. No shade. Oh, no, right? I wasn't trying to be cheap. So I've had the same internet for a moment. And then, now with everybody being at home, everyone's at home now. Work from home. I mean, literally, everybody's at home on the internet. So it's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. So I'm going to check into that tomorrow just to see, though, can I get the business class and get upgraded? Because I have a full-blown business, right? Sally Mistaken says I'm a sole proprietor now. Yeah, you can always change. You can always change. You can always change whatever entity you are. You can change it from the LLC. S Corp is a status tax-wise with the state, with the government, rather. You can become an S Corp. So you still are LLC, but now you're taxed as a corporation, which means you don't pay self-employment tax. So when I tell you guys I have been learning the system, you better learn the system. You better learn. If you're gonna play ball, you better know what the rules are. Okay? If you're gonna play in their league, in the ball game, the ballpark, you need to know the rules of the game. So don't forget, I do have to start your notary business for Texas, all 50 states, New York, Florida. I don't have all 50 of them in my hand. This is California, Virginia. So check those out. All the courses are on sale. 60% off still. Angela just released her new apostille course. So you want to check that out. We are doing a lot of one-on-ones these days. I'm up under my trust. So see, that's a whole nother ball game.
Yeah, that's a whole
trust. Yeah, that's a whole nother ball game. That's a whole nother ball game. Now here is Jeanette says maybe this is a topic for another day and for the account, but please share your thoughts on adding personal money to your LLC. So you can do a transfer to, and again, you do need to consult your accountant, but you can take money because it's your money at the end of the day. If you're LLC, sole proprietor, whatever you are, business-wise, you own the business. So you can take money out of the business. You can transfer money, okay? So it's your business. Now, there are different, it's called an owner's draw when you take money out. So you have to find out from your tax person what's the best way to do it. But at the end of the day, tax-wise, tax liability is all you. When you earn money, if you earning it through Joe's Mobile Notary or Joe Smith, they both are one and the same when it comes to tax time. Okay. Chantel says, yes, upgrade your technology, Kimmi, because I need to get my business to be a business message. That's funny. I'm going to work on it tomorrow. I might even try to call tonight. It's after hours, though. Sometimes you send you out the country. I would have to set 66. I don't know what that means. I would have to set 66. I don't know what that means. Do you register with your house address? I have everything through my home address. Some people want you to get virtual addresses. I'm not against that either. I just don't do all that. I just don't. I use my home address for everything because that's where my business is. I guess I could get a virtual address. I gotta pay for that. How much is that per year? $100, $200. You got a virtual address, Alexis?
No.
Yeah. Now don't be rolled up to my house, y'all, because I will call when they count. Don't roll up to my house. I'm trying to tell you. I have clients that roll up sometimes. We are by appointment only. We are strictly by appointment only. So you roll up if you want to. And then when they county might be right behind you with the lights on. And they roll when they roll. So don't be looking at my home address. Do not knock on my door. Kimmi, I want training. Okay. And again, I always say this to guys, if you have any kind of safety concerns when it comes to your pictures on your website and your address and stuff like that, don't use your home address.
Yeah.
If you already have any kind of safety concerns, I do not recommend it, okay? I do not. You sound like you have been sped up. So that might be on you guys' end because there's nothing on my end. It's nothing. I can't change the speed.
See if you can go out and come back in.
Okay, let me do that.
That's what I was telling you before. But all in all, the message we were trying to convey is that sound quality is not. Yeah, let's see if she can fix it. But all in all, we just want to get the point across that yes, eventually you need to have an EIN LLC, but at the end of the day, before you jump into it, make sure that this is the right choice for you. I've talked to so many people, and a lot of people invest so much money. I mean, like, I've had people tell me they invested thousands of dollars into their notary business, and they get so discouraged because it's been 6 months, a year has passed, and they haven't even received that back. And they're like, well, when am I going to, see profit? So just make sure that you're in it for the long run before you start getting LLCs and spending more money. Let's see if it works now.
I don't know what else to do.
We're good now.
We are?
Yeah.
Because I hear an echo. Oh, let me try to close off the other one. Hold on.
It sounds fine to me. But yeah, just make sure you're ready before you start.
Okay.
Not all this money all over the place. And you're in it for the long run. And it's something that you can do, and it's something that you're good at as far as marketing your business and everything like that. Chantel said that's another reason why I haven't started yet, because I have my address registered and I want to get a virtual address.
And see, Chantel, this is why I have this conversation. Whatever address you use to get your Google page started, you can hide it. They don't have to come to your home. They do not have to come to your home to start your business. And that's why, back to what Alexis was just saying, people spend thousands of dollars on all this extra stuff, and you don't need that to go and start stamping papers. What you need to start your business, what you need, the bare minimum you need, is business cards, a Google presence, proper training. That's it. And your errors and omission insurance. That is it to start your business. All the rest of this stuff, that's why I have a whole Build Your Business course. My Build Your Business course is that I tell you how to do your email, how to set up your voicemail, how to do this, how to do that, right? With the business piece of it. So I always tell people there's two pieces to this business. You have to know your craft. That means knowing how to stamp the paper. And then you build out that business. How are you going to collect payment? We talked about that yesterday in depth. Then you're going to talk about your pricing. Then you're going to talk about marketing. You see all these different pieces. It's like a big puzzle. It's like a big puzzle. And the puzzle is not complete until you have every piece. If you got marketing, LLCs, EIN, you got all this, and you don't know how to stamp a paper, you still have no business. Your business is going to fail. Right? Now you know how to stamp your paper. Now let's build out the business. Now let's focus on, all the fancy stuff. Do I want purple and green, or do I want yellow and blue? Now's the time to start worrying about your colors and all that. But right now you need to know what you're doing. Afterwards, we can make it look pretty. It's just like anything else. I was trying to get a good illustration of that. I got it. You building a house. You build the house, or you can have like the ugliest house ever, right? And they go in there and they do these makeovers and they get the foundation right. You got to start with the foundation. They usually have to, sometimes they might can tear the whole thing down and start over, and that's usually what we find even with people in the notary business. They did all the front end stuff, but now we got to get back to basics and build the foundation. You got all this pretty stuff around your house. You got marble, you got ceramic, you got gold fixtures, you got all this stuff. And now we got to go back when you find notary educators, and we got to go back to the basics. We got to start all over. So I'll have a conversation with someone. How comfortable are you with your duties? Oh, I got my LLC. I got my EIN. They start telling me about all the stuff they have. I'm like, that wasn't even the question. You're not even listening. The question was, how comfortable are you performing your notarial acts? Do you even know what a notarial act is? Do you know how to certify a copy? If it's allowed in your state? Do you know if you can accept an expired ID? Those are the most important things. And then I'm all about making it look pretty. After that, then we're going to make it look pretty. But to get started, we got to get a good foundation. And that's all I ever want for you guys. When we tell you something over here again, it might be the slower, old-fashioned way, but it works. It works. What questions do you have for Alexis and myself?
It's a few things in the chat. We already said that. Rachel Hunter said, I just passed my NSA exam yesterday.
Congrats.
That's amazing. That is amazing.
Congrats.
Michelle M. Powell says, my problem.
Let's go to Rachel really quick one more time, Alexis. Rachel, if you need assistance, now we know you passed your exam, but actually executing those documents and knowing how to be a good notary signing agent, you probably want to contact Alexis and get real life experience, either with her training, her self-paced course, or either one-on-one live training with one of us, okay? And we all three are doing live one-on-one trainings, whatever you need. We have the coaching corner also. If you already have some training, you just need to build out your business. You need help with the building it. We offer that. So we have many things that we can do to help you get your business going. Okay.
Okay. So, Michelle M. Powell said my problem was marketing. And that's why I said just make sure you're in it before you start spending all this money. Because I've had people come to me and they're like, they just give me everything, put everything out on the table. And the biggest piece that they might be missing is marketing. They don't know how to market. So make sure you have a plan. I always say, make sure you have a plan for your marketing. I mean, business cards, social media, if you have to look some stuff up, if you have to, schedule a coaching corner session with us, whatever you have to do, just make sure your marketing is down pat. Because that is another big piece after you knowing how to notarize, how to do loan signings, how to do all these different things that fall up under what we do. The next big piece is putting yourself out there, getting business. That's the marketing aspect. So yeah, if you need any type of assistance, definitely please reach out. But yeah, that's why I said don't start spending all this money because some people, they don't even know what to do after that, which I completely understand. I was the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Chantel Anthony says, congrats to Rachel. That was Angela, the Facebook user. Hey, Angela.
Hey, Angela.
And Majority Downing says, yes, just hide your address on Google. Yeah, just like Kimmi said, you don't have to show your address on Google. Michelle says, yeah. Jeanette says, congratulations. Thank you. Okay, Notary Needs Mobile says, amen, old school still works. It pays to be scary sometimes in the been there, done that syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
Chantel says, thank you, Kimmi, Alexis, Majority, and Michelle. I appreciate the advice.
Mm-hmm.
And Paula Moore says, I so appreciate your platform, Notary Educators. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Paula. We really appreciate it. We really do. And we strive again to just be that educators, Again, as I was saying last night, right now in the notary space, trainers are getting a terrible, terrible rap, And are all trainers bad? No. Is all training courses bad? No. But what I say about some of the training courses, it may not be what you need right now in your business. Mm-hmm. So if you spend a lot of money on marketing and you don't know how to notarize, again, we need to go back to the foundation. If you spent a lot of money on chat, CGPT or whatever, the AI courses that people are offering, and I love me some AI, y'all. I love it. But if you bought an AI course, or you bought a remote online notary course and you don't know how to do your basic notarial duties, then you just don't need those courses right this second, right? You may need that course, but you might need it later. Right now, we need to get the foundation. You're going to keep hearing me say that. And as I always say, it's not that complicated. It's really not. When we have our one-on-one sessions with people, it's almost like a veil was over their eyes. It's been lifted. And they're like, for real? Yeah. For real? Yes, because it's not that complicated. With any of our trainings, you don't have to test out. There are no modules. We give you what you need to go and fly. For those of you who have joined us at 7:30, please forgive me because I did put the wrong time in the email. So go back and watch our heated discussion about the EIN and LLC numbers, okay? We do have a few more minutes. If you guys wanted to ask anything else before we head out of here, we'll give you about another 5 minutes. Anything else? Queen Diva says that is so true. I love the one-on-ones. Yeah, because it really is your session. We appreciate it, Queen Diva. Thank you. Yeah, it really is your session, whatever it is you want to talk about. But we're structured, though, because it's not going to be willy-nilly. I don't believe in doing anything just for the sake of making money. I want you to walk away so you can come back and comment in the comments like Miss Queen Diva.
Exactly.
Yes, that's how we roll over here, Notary Educators. So any questions, though, you guys have? You got a few minutes. And then we're going to head out. With anything else you'd like to talk about, Alexis?
I do want to say this, too. When we do talk to people, a lot of people say that they enjoy the fact that we don't just push off courses on you either. So you come to us and you're like, I want to take the loan signing, apostille, fingerprinting, whichever. We're always going to ask you and try to deep dive into what you have going on. We're not just going to say, okay, here, go buy it. No, we want to know, just like Kimmi said, is this the course that you need right now? Are you comfortable with the foundation? Are you comfortable, with the basics before you start getting to all of this? I do really appreciate that because I don't want to say turned down, but I've definitely redirected a lot of people to say, hey, I know you want to take this course, but how about we do this instead? Because our main thing is we just want to see people succeed and do good because we know what the business has done for us. All three of us. So
oh my God, that is so true, Alexis. That is so true. We all can attest to what the notary business has changed our lives. We found out about it through a tragedy. I lost my sister, and that's how I found out about it. We were sitting there at her hospital bed. Her friend came by. I said, "What you doing for work?" And she said, "A notary." I came back to I was in Detroit. I came back to Georgia. I researched it. It changed my life. It changed Alexis' life, Angela, and so many more of you. It has changed your lives, and we know for a fact that we've been a part of that, and it's been amazing. It really has. So we're going to keep doing what we do, guys. We're going to do it slow, and it's going to work. It is. It has worked. So we don't make pipe dreams and promises and stuff. We're going to keep it real, and it's going to work for you if you do what we say, the slow way. It's not always the fastest way. I'm not going to tell you something crazy just because you want to hear it. And like Alexis says, we have our one-on-one calls when we do like a little intake or before you purchase something or whatever with us. And a lot of times the conversation didn't go the way the person wanted it to. I could hear the disappointment. They wanted me to say, yeah, build out that website and make your colors purple and blue. That's what they wanted me to say. But it's like, oh, no. We got to get back to, you need black ink for your notary stamp. I got purple. Oh, so now you need black. Oh, I really want to do ABC. You ain't ready for that, baby. It's just like a parent, the kid want to go drive the family car and you ain't even took driver's ed yet. We got to go back to basics. So I can hear the disappointment sometimes, but then guess what? They always come back and say, oh, Miss Kimmi, I'm so glad that you told me that. I didn't want to hear it that day. And they'll tell me that. Oh, I like that Kimmi's community with the K. Me and Alexis was thinking about that when we first started the channel, right? We were thinking about that with K. Can't tell. We love it. We love it. All right, let me let Alexis get these last few comments, and then we're going to get out of here. Go ahead, Alexis.
Okay, let's see. Okay, D. Brown says, I had a brick and mortar notary business, then had an accident and can't go into an office for 6 months. How can I get my online notary biz going since now Google My Business requires me to show an office? I keep getting this so much. And this thing with Google My Business, I helped a client prior with it because they were asking for them to show all these different things. And honestly, I keep telling people to double check how you input your information. That's one. Double check how you input your information, everything you put in those, blanks and what type of business you said you were, etc. Double check that. And if you still have to show something, I would suggest reach out to Google. Reach out to Google, because I'm not Google. I'm not sure why, why they're asking for this, or what's the difference between when I set my account up than when you all are setting yours up. The only thing I can think would be different is the way you're inputting the information when starting the Google page. So if you
make sure I was gonna say, I'm sorry to cut you off, Alexis. I was gonna say make sure that she's putting no services are rendered at that location. If you don't provide services on site, you want to make sure all your settings, like Alexa says that, because if you're putting services offered at this site, then they want to see the outside of the house, or they want to see the outside of the building. So make sure all your settings are crystal clear. Okay.
And the Google, Google business profile, back in the day it was Google My Business, but Google business profile, I do have a course on it, how to maximize it. Not only is it about maximizing it, but it also takes you from the beginning, literally from starting up an entire Google page. So if you have to grab that course to check out and see, it starts you from literally you typing in Google My Business on Google and finishing with your Google page.
Step by step. Mm-hmm.
Step by step. Rachel Hunter said, I really want to say how much these lives, your training, and your videos have helped with my confidence. I have MS and CP and was really scared to get out there. Yeah.
Wow, Rachel, you are doing the thing. I'm telling you, with your different challenges, we are so proud of you. I mean, and it's not just us. We do it together. So we giving you the confidence, but you physically going out there doing it, So we're very proud of you for taking that leap. And because I had someone ask me one time, could they do it? This is a different challenge, but could they be a notary without a car? And I got a video on that actually. So people came up with suggestions, some comments there. But even with your health challenges, you're making it happen. And that's the best thing about having your own business. You could work around your challenges. If it's not a good day for you, make sure you have another notary that you can network with. For some reason you can't physically go out because you're not feeling well, and that way your business won't implode, So excellent job, Rachel. Excellent. And thank you for letting us be a part of your journey.
And yes, thank you. That's amazing. Like she said, all the different challenges and the fact that you still putting one foot in front of the other, amazing. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. Is it Nadimar? Sorry if I mispronounced it. But your courses are awesome. I did Angela Apostille, and I am ready to roll.
Great. Great.
And over on Facebook, LaShonda says, hello, everyone. Hello, LaShonda. Chantel Anthony says, God got you, Rachel. And we got you here. Oh, we already read that. Okay. Yes, at Kimmi's community, though. Queen Diva D says, thank you, ladies, for being real, raw and real and uncut. We need that. Well, I know I do. Yes. That's one thing I will say. We're going to give you real. That's all we know how to be over here.
That's all that Detroit coming out. I had to reel it back in, y'all. Sometimes I'm like, okay, Kim.
Anyways, okay.
Reel it back in. But that's that Detroit.
Yes. Chantel Anthony says, look at Jesus. Michelle and Powell, thank you for your time and info. You are so welcome. And D Brown says, okay, thank you for answering. How do I access the course? You can purchase the course through our website, notaryeducatorsllc.com. They're all 60% off the self-paced courses using the code WIN23. That course, like I said, is going to take you from beginning to end on how to set it up, as well as maximizing. So you should be all set all around. But yeah, that's it.
Okay, so look like we hit all the questions here. Again, accept our apologies for those of you who came on at 7:30. We actually started at 7. That was my fault. I do apologize for that. Please check out all the courses that we have, which are designed to keep it simple, uncomplicated, and reasonably priced. The whole trifecta at notaryeducatorsllc.com. And I really recommend to start, WIN23. Yep, WIN23. Correct, D Brown. Thank you. And if you have not started your notary business, you're stuck in your business, don't know what to do, I really recommend the little quick read, Start Your Notary Business, that was written for your state. All 50 states and Washington, D.C. have their own book, okay? So find the appropriate one. A lot of people are still buying the original gray one, and the information is similar, but I actually did state specific. So if you buy any of them, you're fine, but buy the one for your state. Again, notaryeducatorsllc.com. Well, on behalf of Notary Educators, guys, Notary Life with Kimmi, and I've recently been saying none better mobile notary. We thank you all for letting us be a part of your journey. We wish you all much success. I'm going to say good night, and I'll let Alexis say her outro.
Yes, and like always, you all get in here, talk to us, and I appreciate you all for being real and raw and uncut. Like, I really appreciate it. I feel like we really do have a community, and I just appreciate you all. I hope you all have a good rest of the week, and good night.
Thank you all for your tips, too, on helping me to grow my business, because I'm checking into Comcast Business tomorrow. Let me get Rachel's question really quick. Rachel says, can I use a square notary stamp before I get the round one? You can use square or round. I recommend the square one, though, because it fits more documents. So I do have a round one. That was the first one I bought, but I rarely use it ever. I use it as my backup, and have the smaller rectangular one, okay, because it fits most of your documents. So on behalf of Notary Life with Kimmi, guys, again, we're going to say good night, okay? Much success. And I have a video on just about every topic on my channel. So if you haven't checked out my channel in detail, go ahead and check it out. Almost 500 videos, if not more. All right, guys, good night and much success to you, okay? Bye.
Have a good night.
Thank you again for listening to the Notary Life with Kimmi podcast. We would love to be a part of your notary journey. Please visit us at notaryeducatorsllc.com for all of your notary training needs. Also, please feel free to join the Notary Life with Kimmi YouTube channel, where Kimmi has over 400 videos that will help you to grow and build a successful notary business. Until the next episode, we wish you much success on your journey. Bye.